you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. This is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest for another Taurus. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. For your center energy of this spread, I have the King of Swords. So I am seeing that in this moment, you guys are definitely stepping into a new mindset is what I'm getting. You guys are Tauruses, so naturally you're very like practical and very like headstrong people. But I feel like even in someone's journey who already has that like mentality, there is still always room for growth. The King of Swords, he's very balanced, and he is just like very intellectually strong, and like I said, that's something maybe that you guys have always been a little bit of, but right now I feel like you're really stepping into and embodying that power, because it's your center energy. Got like called attention to this little butterfly up here, so it's kind of going hand in hand with what I was going to say anyways, is that you guys are kind of transforming a mindset, I think, and it's like a level up mindset. Like it's like maybe for a long time you've been kind of stuck in a certain way, and then like these clouds back here, I'm also getting called to that. Maybe like now there's things like kind of clearing up in your mind. I just feel like a lot of mental strength, but it's something very new. It's coming like you're gonna be having a completely new, okay, maybe not completely, but like a pretty new mindset all overall, and it's definitely giving you like power in a way. Your crossing energy right now is the Tower, and so this energy is what is helping or hurting you. I think that for the Tower being your crossing energy, there is definitely big change happening, and I think that it is helping you, but I feel like it is a little bit of an energy of like things kind of have to fall apart to come together. So right now I think that you know, everyone's different. Everyone's gonna know in their life what their Tower moment is, but I think that there is some kind of like big rebuilding, and I think it has a lot to do with this new mentality that you're embracing. But I feel like that's where it stemmed from, was like maybe things were falling apart a little bit too much, and you were kind of like, okay, well, rather than go against it, I need to kind of adapt to it, and I need to really just become something a little different this time, because I feel like this is kind of a cycle of like a Tower moment that was happening over and over again. Maybe not the same way every time, but it just feels like this is something that you are used to happening, but this time you're letting it change you in a good way. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so for your past energy, I am seeing the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm seeing that in the past that you have maybe not had the most healthy mindset when it comes to finances. I see that maybe you are focused on it in a very imbalanced way. So maybe when you do focus on it, you kind of lose sight of other things. I'm getting that maybe there's some people where it's like you kind of are all work no play because you have a little bit of a scarcity mindset. Like something around finances just isn't the healthiest when it comes to the way that you're thinking or you used to think about things. Obviously with this new mindset that I think you're embracing, I think that that's kind of clearing things up. But yeah, there was like a little bit of priorities out of line, but I think that you were just putting your focus into something that it wasn't really necessary for your focus to be in, and the outcome of that, I got the Ten of Swords. So I'm seeing that that kind of put you back a little bit, and it was kind of making you feel a little bit like mentally defeated, but it's the 10, so it's definitely an ending to that cycle. Like I think that you've really kind of cracked the code on like whatever that misplacement of your energy was. For your conscious energy, so what you're kind of like focused on making happen in this moment, I have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, yes. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, I'm seeing that maybe you're making a decision about how to move forward, and specifically with this, I'm getting like you making plans to move forward with something new and leaving the past behind you. This person, like he has the whole world in his hands. He's doing a lot of planning. For some of you, I think that you might be traveling, and maybe you're like having to decide to leave your old life behind and you're gonna like be making a new life somewhere else. For others of you, I think that you really are just kind of like leaving an old you in the past and moving, like realizing, because like I think that like with this card, you're not quite making the moves yet. So I think that you're like realizing that you're needing to embrace a new lifestyle, a new way of living, something new. And you're about to like move forward with that in mind. And like I said, for some of you, you're just planning on moving. What you don't see coming is the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands, I'm seeing that you're gonna have success with whatever it is that you are deciding in the, like in this card, whatever you're deciding here, whether that's you moving, whether that's you having just like a new plan moving forward, a new business venture, like something new, like I said, whatever it is, I'm seeing that there's going to be success within that idea and within that plan. Like I said, you probably haven't quite executed it yet. You're just kind of like pondering it and like planning it. But once you do, what you don't see is that it is going to be very successful. And that there's going to be a lot of like public recognition for some of you, but for others it's just recognition in general. And then this up here, this circle, is kind of showing me like a completion of some sort. Like I think that like once you do this, you're gonna be kind of getting that like full circle moment of like, okay, good, like everything that I was planning and worked hard for is happening. How you see yourself right now, you see yourself as a Seven of Swords. So I think that you see yourself very much trying to plan something, which makes sense. But I think you're kind of trying to do it like very methodically. Like I said, you're very much in this King of Swords energy. So what you're doing right now is like you're very much planning everything out. Everything new that you're doing and embracing is because it's part of a plan, and it's part of like what you know is going to get you in a better position right now. How others see you, they're seeing you as the Four of Swords. So they're probably kind of seeing you as like retreating a little bit. I think that you are retreating because you are like trying to, why isn't this focusing? Sorry. Okay, there. I think that you're retreating because you're trying to like rest and gain mental clarity, and you're really trying to like think before you act type of thing, like rest and recover kind of energy. But I think other people kind of see you as just kind of falling back. Like maybe they're like, oh, where's Taurus been? Like Taurus has kind of been like doing their own thing. But I definitely think it's because you are resting and preparing for something. I feel like there's a lot of like preparation energy in this video, in this reading, sorry. Your biggest fear slash hope, in this case it's the Nine of Swords. So I think that this is kind of saying that, it's kind of like a specific message that I'm getting from this, and this is like maybe something that you don't quite realize, or that like if someone were to ask you like what's your biggest fear slash hope, like you wouldn't be like, okay, this is what it is. It's not like very obvious or very blatant in this moment, but I am thinking that like you are hoping for your worries, like the things that you think about before you go to bed. Literally, I'm getting very like literal meaning of this card. Your fears that like consume you a bit, or like what is on your mind so much. I think that you're fearful that you won't get clear, or you won't get to like a better position about that. For a lot of you, I am getting that this is finances or some kind of like job. Like I feel like you're kind of like scared that you're forever going to be going to bed with this feeling of like, I'm not doing enough, I'm not seeing enough results. And alongside of that, that also leads into your biggest hope would be that like when you go to sleep at night, you are happy with the life that you're currently living. And yeah, I think that there's some roses in here. These roses I'm kind of being drawn to. There's a lot of symbolism in this reading, and I feel like that is kind of showing me that your ultimate goal is like for peace. Like you want a peaceful, slow, luxurious life. And I mean, this could also apply to like a partnership. Like maybe you are wanting peace in a relationship, maybe you're just wanting peace of mind altogether. But like I said, for some of you, I do think it's like kind of finances, and it's just like you want like the peace of mind going to sleep at night, knowing that like everything is gonna be okay, or the same as it is yesterday as it will be tomorrow, if that makes sense. For the outcome of this reading, I pulled two cards because the first card I was a little unclear about. or it wasn't that I was unclear, but just I feel like you needed more. So I got the 8 of Wands to start. So basically that's telling me that like the outcome of this reading is that you're going to start taking action. You're going to start moving forward. You've got like the new mindset to do it, and now it's just all about taking action because you're a Taurus, and I feel like you are very much like, I'm going to think this through over and over and over until I know it's exactly what I want to do, and then once I make a move on it, I'm going to be unstoppable. And so like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this reading. It's the energy that like of who you are. And so by the end of this reading, the outcome is that you are going to be making forward movement, and it's Wands, so it's fast movement, it's passionate movement. And then I pulled another card because I just kind of wanted to see like, okay, but what does that pertain to, you know? And so maybe that's also why I've been kind of getting this overall thing that it's felt like work or finances, is because then I get the 7 of Pentacles. And so the 7 of Pentacles is kind of just showing that you are like happy with the seeds that you planted, you're happy with the work that you've been doing. So I think that that's kind of like reassurance that whatever this plan is that you're making in the moment, your outcome is that you're going to be satisfied with the results of that. Let's do an advice card. Advice for Taurus. Oops. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. Okay, 4 of Swords. Since I pulled the 4 of Swords in reverse specifically, I'm gonna say that intuitively, I'm thinking I need to deliver it that way. So the advice of the 4 of Swords in reverse would be that it's time for you to like take action. The 4 of Swords upright is you like doing like having rest and recovery, and if it's needed, obviously you need to give yourself a break to rest and recover. But I do think that you have been doing that a little bit. I feel like you have been kind of trying to like sort things out, and like it doesn't mean to like actually physically rest. This is kind of more, this is sword, so this is like about like mentally resting. And so I feel like now the universe is kind of calling on you to like take action, and to not, you know, procrastinate any longer on anything that you feel you're ready for. If you think that you're ready for it, you probably are. And I think that right now is a good time for you to take action on the things that you are planning, because like I said, this is like you right now, you're planning, and I think now it's time for you to kind of get out of this mode and to move forward with what you are planning. I hope that reached a Taurus who needed to hear it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.